All right. Hey, everybody. I thought we would check in for a second time today since it was such a strange day in the market. And just wanted to make sure that we calm everyone's nerves. So the market ended up down, 2.83%, the S&P 500, right? So pretty good little clip, but not something that you and I should not expect, right? We know that these things happen. We just got to be ready for it. And the big thing to do is to stay calm and not panic, right? And I thought that what would help is for me to show you a couple of things to let you know that some of the positions that we put on are actually pretty safe, even though you're seeing paper losses, right? So today, actually, as far as booking trades, I didn't take a single loss all day. Not a, well, I'll take that back. For those of you that were with us earlier, Dwayne, James, Dimitri, hey everybody, you were with us earlier. We did have one losing trade. That was one side of our gold trade, right? But I managed the sides differently. So that one lost, what, $60, and the other one made something, 100 and something dollars. So it actually, the whole thing turned out to be a positive trade. But, we were up 234 on one. We were down 65 on the other. I just wanted to get out of the gold trade to book a profit. We closed this week so far $273.80 in winners. Our premium capture is right where it needs to be, 24%. I have sold 60% of the premium that I need to sell so far, right? Still got premium to sell of 751, and my day is complete. So I made a number of trades today, but what I really wanted to do is just to get us all together. Hey, Drew, Semper Fi. Smitty is connecting as we speak too. I wanted to bring us all together and answer any questions that you have, any uneasiness, because a lot of you may have not traded during a day such as today, where people are either getting blown out of accounts by having the wrong positions on in GameStop, or waking up a millionaire because you got the right position on. So the people that do the YOLOs and the FOMOs and all of that, that's the life they live. I live a very, very boring existence in the premium selling world, right? So as you look here, remember yesterday we were down at 5% premium or capture on closed trades. We moved that up to 7. Our projected yearly profit, projected yearly return is now at 14. And again, this is for fun, right? This area is for fun. I just kind of like seeing what we did. I need to book another profit. I need to get that off the 666 for sure. Okay? But I wanted to show you the spreadsheet gives me hope. Spreadsheet gives me hope that all is working well. Let me mute Smitty there. That all is going according to plan. Now let's look at something else. Okay, I want you to see this. I want you to see our linear regression on the E-minis, right? We are in an upward regression channel. Everything looks fine. We see that it comes from the top to the bottom, to the top, to past the bottom, to the top, hanging around that center of the linear regression channel for a long time. And what did it do today? It came right almost to the bottom of the linear regression channel. But it's not broken it. That's not broken. So everything looks fine. The market will open back up at 6 o'clock. It just closed at 5 for the futures. Futures will open up back at 6 p.m. Okay? Now let's look on the E-minis on something else as well. Let's look at the E-minis on the volume profile. See what we look like. So all was going according to plan, right? We're here where the most volume has been, and then it come out of the fair value, went into an oversold area, went into an overbought area for this range, and now it continues to be in an overbought area for the fair range below it. Okay? So what do we see here? We see that indeed there is a chance that it's going to have to make a decision. Are you going to be overbought here, which it is, and are you now going to make this your fair value range? Right? So nothing takes us by surprise. Nothing takes us by surprise. We see there's not been a lot of volume traded down here at all, right? The last 10 days. It was just this little candle right here. That was the only thing that's been here. So we very well may see a move back up into this area. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see a monster rally, but it also wouldn't surprise me to see it set up something in this fair value line. So we don't know. We just don't know direction. Now, I want to show you something else. And I don't want anyone to freak, and I don't want anyone to panic. So I was trading a little bit today. Let's see, I was up $67. It just reset after 5 o'clock. So I made $67 today scalping. And I don't know if any of you ever scalp, but that's why, we sometimes get futures. When I saw it was going down, I sold a couple of futures here, made $67. Okay? Nothing too impressive, just sold a couple of futures. Because my deltas were positive, and so I wanted negative deltas, and I kept that on for a little bit, probably in here somewhere, and then it recovered, went back up. All right, so if you want to scalp, I'm not the best scalper in the world, but sometimes I do that to just change my deltas up. So if I had 0 deltas, if I was delta neutral, and I sold 2 micro E-minis, right, if I did 2 of those and sold them over on this side, then that gives me a negative 100 deltas right there, instantly, okay? So let's go to the monitor tab and see how we did today. So you see our deltas are positive. We don't like that. We started with negative deltas, if you remember this morning when we were closing our trade. We've got a nice theta of 103.50. Our Vega yesterday was negative 400, but we took risk off the table. We took the gold off the table. We closed some winning trades, right? And the P&L on the day, negative 1,025. So where did the majority of that come in? Well, you see that our VIX did exactly what the VIX should do, right? It's giving us negative 50 delta. It does take away from our theta. Gives us positive Vega, which we need. And we were up 393 on the day on VIX. Did exactly what it was supposed to do to offset losses that we took in the other trades. Now, I really don't look at any of the others here, but my main core strategy is the micros, right? I want you to look at the macros here. So they were down 608 for the day. So I want you to see how powerful that is, that the E-minis down 608, and that was offset by 393 in the VIX. So, and then on top of that, well, let me show you where I made the $67 in scalping. Where's it at? It's this, but it's not giving it to me because it's the end of the day, so it took that out. Okay, so that's even better. That's not even included in that. So I actually did better than that. Okay, now, so a lot of people, when they see this, would go, oh my God, man. You look at this. I mean, the whole thing is down. We played defense on Goldman Sachs. Apparently that didn't work, right? So it's 23 days to expiration. I sold a call to help me with that put that was in danger, right? So even that didn't work. So in a couple of days, we'll roll that out. We'll roll that out a month. And what was the other one that I did that on? I think it was XLE. Yeah, XLE, our short put got hurt. So what did I do? I sold a call, right, to offset that positive delta that I had there and to give me some negative delta. You see I had 598. I cut that by a lot. So that's what you do when you are playing defense and managing these trades, right? You got a short put on, and as long as it's in an index or an ETF, I'll sell a call. I'll sell a call in a Goldman Sachs. Would I sell a call in the fuel cell? No. Would I sell a call in DraftKings? Probably not. But I'm very comfortable doing those on ETFs and some of the slow roller stocks. Okay? So here's the thing. Oh my God, Bobby, you're down $608 on the E-minis, on the micros. Here's what I want you to be able to do. Let's look and see if I'm really in trouble. Okay? First of all, we'll go to the trade tab, pull up the micros. I only have positions in the 51-day cycle. Now, as soon as this gets down to 60 days, we'll start selling here, and we will be finished in the 51-day cycle. We will be done with that cycle, and we'll just manage those trades and watch it get closer to expiration. I doubt any of these will make it to 23 days, but I wanted to show you what we've got and why, even though I'm down $600, that I feel that I'm safe. Let's just see where our positions are. So we scroll along and we see a group of them here, right? So these are at 11 delta. If you count the probability in the money, or if you actually go with delta. Remember, delta is just an approximation of the probability of being in the money. So you could call this an 8 delta, you could call it 11 delta. So that means there's an 11% probability that this is going to be in the money at expiration. 11.7% here, 12.16% here. This is the one, well, it's not the one either. This one has a 16% probability of being in the money, all right? You go over here, 23, 23, 26. I've got nothing that's close, even close to being in the money. These positions, y'all, are perfectly safe at this moment. Now, if price all of a sudden comes down to 33.70, yeah, I'm going to take some paper losses on that. But what am I going to do? I'm going to roll these boogers out, right? I'm going to roll them out in time. I'm going to collect additional premium, take in more extrinsic value, not use any additional buying power, and I'm going to wait on our little market to recover. So I take these off when I can. When I have an opportune moment to take these off, I take them off. And we let theta do its thing. So I did take a couple of calls off today. So let's see how we are on the call side. Am I scared? No. This one's an 11 delta, and an 8 delta. Not scared at all. So I wanted you to see that those positions are perfectly safe, right? Even though you're down $600 on the day, do not let paper losses scare you and intimidate you out of positions. I don't want anyone going, oh, I just took that loss, I got to get out. No, you don't. In my mind, these positions are perfectly safe. Now, as you recall, I am a student of Karen the Super Trader. Karen would sell the 5 delta, and she wouldn't even worry about management until they reach a 30 delta. Well, she actually goes by delta. I don't think she goes by probability of being in the money. So she's at a 22 delta. You got to come all the way up here, right, until this thing is a 30 delta, and it's not there yet. So do I need to manage it? No. Now, I like having my macros having negative delta. Let's see what we've got now, but I've closed some calls, so we have positive delta there. So my thought process is I never did sell the call today. Now, at the time, we didn't know what the market was going to do. We didn't know if it was going to go up or down. So we didn't sell the call. But hopefully overnight, maybe this evening, the market will go, y'all shut up, Daddy's in a meeting. Okay? Sorry, I got to yell at my kids every now and then. So I wanted you to see that that's perfectly safe. So let's go back to the Analyze tab. You guys have to learn the Analyze tab. There is nothing better. So you go to the risk profile. And we pull up there. And we've only got them in one expiration, right? So I do it one expiration so that I can actually see my positions. So today, you know, we're down. Right there it says we're down 655 on the day, right? So the price is currently at 37.33.50, and you see this right here is where you're at today on that position, right? So if you look over to the left, it tells you where you are on today's date and also where you're going to be at expiration on March the 20th. Hold on, let me yell at my kids one more time. Whoever's got a game in here, turn it off. Dad's in a meeting. Very important. Sorry, y'all. All right, so let's look at it. So I want you to follow these numbers over here. The teal color is at expiration. This is for today, okay? And then when you move your little cursor there, these numbers change. So watch what happens. What is going to happen with my current positions at expiration? The current calls and puts that I have on will be profitable by $943.75. You see that? So what will it be if the market goes down to 3,600? Well, keep in mind that my losses on the day, that ought to be the 27th. Why is it not the 27th? Give me 1 second. Let's move that day up. Here, 127. So if the market continues to go down, then I'm going to be down 1,500 today. But what's the teal number? Same exact number. Well, what if we go down here? Well, my positions are going to be paper losses of negative $2,247. But what's the teal number? $943.75. What if the market goes down to 3,300? Again, paper losses, I'm going to be down $3,600, but I'm going to be up. If it goes even to there, I'm still going to be at $890 of profit. And look at your break even. Your break even is that line, right? So the market would have to fall from 37.33 all the way down to 32.70.75 before I would break even. And at expiration, I'd still have a $3.50 profit, even though paper-wise on that day, I'm down $4,769. Now, what's going to happen if the market goes down? Well, I'm going to be closing these boogers for profits, right? And I'll be moving it down, moving it down, moving it down, moving it down, selling more calls on the upside. Well, what's that going to do to my break even on the downside? That's going to move it down. That's going to move it down. It's going to move it down. It's going to move it down. That's the game that we play. Do y'all see how beautiful that is? I hope you see it. That even though, man, we're down, oh my God, man, you're down 889, 12, 15. You horrible son of a gun. No, no, no. Market goes down. All I'm going to do is start closing these calls and selling them closer. Moving the calls, selling them closer. But then, Bobby, what happens if the market starts going up? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start closing these babies here. Closing these puts, closing these puts, closing these puts, closing these puts. So you can see that my risk, where is my risk? My risk is clearly to the downside, right? That's where I have risk. But I'm being helped by my VIX hedge when this goes down to alleviate that and to pump that up, all right? So I could have sold a call today. Now, it may have been closer to the money down here somewhere. Who knows where our call would have been. And it just moves this break even lower. So it's a daily little game. Karen said it's a board game, and that truly is what it is. If you could take, I mean, you look at this little diagram, it's as simple as, you remember when we had the Atari and we played Pong, you know, look at this. There's nothing fancy on this screen. This screen just tells me, Bobby, don't panic. You, young man, are absolutely, positively fine, right? No need for you to panic. So, you know, make sure that you use this, and as I use it day to day, I'll make sure that you use this. So my core position is the micros. I want you to see, you know, how we're looking. So how do we look on our Goldman Sachs trade? You can pull that up, right? So if you go GS, my horrible GS trade. Oh my gosh, Bobby, you're down $300 on that trade, you moron. What are you thinking, pal? You stupid idiot. Well, Let's look here. So I'm down, it says $514 on this day. I was down 443 on the day. I'm down 514 on the position. But if price stays right here, what happens? Look at the left, look over here. Look at the purple is today. And then the teal line is the, I'm going to yell at my kids one more time. I'm fixing to whoop some arse. Hey guys, Dad's talking to his friends. So right now I'm down 514. But if I wait until the 20th, y'all, look what it says. If price stays here, then I'm up $423 at expiration. What if price goes down another to 260? My gosh, Bobby. Well, I'm still up $423 at expiration. This is extrinsic value. What you see here, this is the extrinsic value of that position. That is the remaining premium that I, sweet Bobby, have yet to conquer. So what happens? If this monkey moves down, what am I going to do? Well, at 23 days, I'm going to roll the call side down. Hold on a minute. I'm going to mute while I really yell at them. Sorry about that. So what we'll do is we will roll the call out in time and we'll roll it down if price keeps going down this way. But I want you to see, guys, you've got to start analyzing these trades to see, oh, should I get out or am I fine? And the Goldman Sachs trade is absolutely fine. You remember the other one that we did today. We had a put on in XLE. Then I sold a call in XLE. Well, let's see how we're looking. Here we are today. Man, we're down $79 in that position. But on March the 20th, how much are we going to be up? We're going to be up $142. Let's move this over so you can see it. That position is perfectly safe. How many days to expiration do we have on this one? I think we've got 51 days on this one, right? So we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Expiration is not till March the 20th, so we got 51 days. Here's the current price at $40.15. I am perfectly safe. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. But now if price goes here, I'm down $184 on the day. If price goes way down here, I'm down $172 on the day, and you start panicking. And you go, oh gosh. Don't panic. Because one of you said, who was it that said in the group chat? Let's see. Chris said, I'm looking at my spreadsheet and I'm doing well on my credit spreads. I'm losing my shirt on naked positions. Vol expansion hurt me badly. Delta neutral overall, I'd be up for it. So that's the key, right? Your naked positions, I've got naked positions here. I've got naked positions in Goldman Sachs. But the positions themselves are perfectly safe. Now, are we down $1,100 on the day? Yeah, we are. But I've got my best friend, time, and I've got my other best friend, extrinsic value, right here, right? That's going to come to me on a slow decay basis. Now, that's not to mean that I can't lose on this position. Sure, I could. I could get tired of rolling it. Not maybe my position may change. I may not want to be in there. I mean, there's a variety of reasons, but it's perfectly safe. Goldman Sachs, I feel, is perfectly safe at the moment. So I hope what this does is help you guys to just kind of take a breather, because I thought we needed this. I wanted you guys to kind of go, okay, it's not a day to panic, right? It's not a time for us to start closing positions at losses. I didn't close a thing for a loss today. I am right on target, baby. I am right on target. And I'm going to keep rolling and closing positions when they get profitable. Now, if you are naked calls in a freak stock, I can't even call them a meme stock anymore. If you're in a freak stock like GameStop, right? And what are you going to do there? There ain't much you can do. I mean, literally, there's not much you can do. That's why I stay away from those. If I had my druthers, what am I going to trade? I'm going to trade indexes. I'm going to trade futures, right? Here we go. And I'm going to trade ETFs. And maybe a few old boomer stocks, right? Maybe a Goldman Sachs, maybe a Walmart. Free sale was a little above my comfort level, but we made a profit in it. I think it was $18. Riot's a little over my comfort level. We're down 43 today. Try never to let a green trade go red. We're up a little. We'll see if we get something tomorrow. So there you go, right? DraftKings looking good. VIX doing exactly what it's doing, offsetting my losses in here. All right. Did that open any eyes? Did that make you see things in a little different way? The Analyze tab, y'all, is beautiful. I never understood the beauty of it until Karen, the super trader, said, this is where I lay down. This is where I keep it all, right? She monitors everything from that monitor tab. And used to be, it would be a great thing. You see, I set up 7 price slices. Karen does 7. She and I are a little bit different on the ES, whereas I do 0, up 5%, up 10%, up 15%, down 5, down 12, and down 20, right? And let's see, I don't think it picks up the portfolio beta weighted. Let me see. Well, it does, doesn't it? I mean, it basically shows you, but that's one expiration. We do 4 expirations. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of junk, right? But what you do see is that if you're looking at this, and here we are, 373375, you see that though today the purple line says that I'm down 1275, you see, watch these numbers over here, okay? Watch these numbers over on the left. You see that if we go to expiration and price stays here, on February 17th, I'm going to be up $1,069 on those that expire on that date. We have some expiring on February 20th. I'll be up $1,290. On February 27th, I'm going to be up $1,633. And on March 17th, our final expiration, we're going to be up $2,038. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's look at one other thing. Let's look at our VIX hedge. Let's see how our VIX is doing. Making sure that VIX is doing as it should. So take out portfolio beta weighted. Make sure you do single symbol. All right. So here we are. This is just with the expirations of the cycles that we have on the 4 different months of VIX. If VIX goes to 40, right, then here this kind of tells you what I'm at that point. If VIX goes up to 50, right, on January, if it did it today, I'd be up 25.65. Keep going up. It just keeps going up, y'all. This is the beautiful thing about this hedge. You get up to 80, then you are in the gravy, right? Now, will you be losing on your micros? Yeah, you'll be losing on those. But at the same time, we'll be taking the calls off, taking profits on them, selling other calls. It's just an adjustment, y'all. This is a beautiful game. It is a beautiful little game of keeping that beautiful little flag right in the center of your calls and your puts. Oh, it's a gorgeous little game. And what you and I have to do is go in on a daily basis, not panic, right? We're not going to panic. And we make our daily adjustments to get the ship righted. So in my, let's go up and do the vol steps. What's this? This is what's cool. When vol really pumps on those, check out these numbers here. So if volatility really peaks and it goes up to 50, look at those profits on the left. Look at that. Look at that. You're looking at maybe what, from $10,000 up to $11,000 just on your VIX hedge. That's why we put the VIX hedge on. Do you put the VIX hedge on today? No, because volatility's up. Put that on a day when volatility is down. And if this sucker goes up here, baby, it is on, right? We are going to be fine. So you have to kind of do these things on a day like today where the market's down, over 2% and say, wait a minute, let me look at our positions. We know we're not taking too much risk. How do we know that? Because we look at our Greeks. You are learning to manage your portfolio by the Greeks. And I say we don't manage trades. We don't manage trades. We manage trades to get our Greeks in line. Well, earlier today I was negative 15. What happens? I told you it's a weird phenomenon. As the market drops, what happens to your deltas? Your deltas increase, right? So now I'm positive deltas. So I got to make a change on that. Am I making a change tonight? Maybe. I'll see what the futures do, and I may sell a micro, right? My theta is well in line. Heck, let's record my new theta. Let's get it on there. Remember, 553, 103, 56. 553, 5.53, right? This is now 103.56. Now our net lick did go down, but look at this. I'm at 0.21. Am I taking on too much risk? No. Because I know my theta can be between 0.10% and 1%. I'm at 0.21. I'm not going to blow out my account, right? We go over here. We look at the buying power that I'm using. 15,313. What's our latest buying power now? Went up a little bit. We expect that. 17,755. Let's put that in. 17,755. See how much of our buying power we're using. So we're at, come on, man. What happened? 17,755. There we go. So we're at 36%. So am I taking on too much risk? Not really. I need to close something, right? Need to close something, give me some buying power. I do need to get me some negative delta. But in my mind, my account is perfectly safe. And if you do remember Karen would say, oh, there's many days that we're down. And we're down a lot. But in my mind, I can hear now because I've seen those videos thousands of times. She says, in my mind, my positions are perfectly safe. Okay? So I hope we bring a little calmness to you today. Hope we bring a little levity to all of this, because if you've never traded in days like today, it is so easy to get caught up in it and then to panic. And then when you panic, you just start closing stuff, right? Oh, I got to close it. I'm having a loss. Go to that Analyze tab. I can't tell you enough. If you have questions about it, book a one-on-one with me. Or maybe we'll just do a session with all of us together on the Analyze tab. It makes me feel very confident in my positions, right? Goldman Sachs, what a sucky position. Well, not really, Bobby. Look at there. Your extrinsic value is just fine. And remember that beautiful little graph we get on Tastyworks? That's why I like Tastyworks too. It shows that little flag. And that little flag be going this way, then a little flag be going this way. And the game is to keep the flag centered between my call and my put. I'm not going to let her get too far down here because I'm going to roll this puppy down. I'm going to roll it out in time. It's a game. It's a game. And you can do this game. That's the amazing thing about it. You can do this. All right? Now, who has any specific questions at all? I'm glad to see so many of you on here. Smitty, good to see you. Smitty doesn't get to join us live, but I enjoy our chats together that he sends me messages. So, Smitty, good to see you. Melanie, how's things in Texas? Hope things are good. It is rainy around here, y'all. And I put those shock collars on my my Ledbetter dogs, and I don't know if they're still running off, chasing deer and all kind of stuff or not, but it's been a mess around here. All right, questions at all? All right, let me got something in chat, because this is good. We need to debrief on days like today, because I really worry about y'all, right? Losing your volume connection somewhat. Am I back now? Hope I am. All right, any questions at all? Anything you need me to look at? I hear something. Y'all don't be shy. or type your question if you got a question too, and I can look at it. If you don't want to talk. But this is so important to know about your positions. But do you see why the majority of I'm back? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to change from the Trump Tower to the Trump Tower EXT on my internet. That's what we call it, Trump Tower. All right, questions at all now that I'm back? Questions? Okay, Melanie says she can hear me now. Good. All right. Any questions at all? All right. I mean, did anyone get afraid today? It's okay to say that you did, you know. I mean, when the market's going down, you're like, oh, especially if you've got naked puts, right? Why do I sell puts? They're easier to manage. I hate calls. Man, calls can kill you. But man, I can roll these puppies. What's this? Let me just show you. Let's say our micro trades, right? Let's look at something that's really getting hurt here. You go, oh my gosh.
Bobby,
man.
I can't hear you very well. You still sound like you have a bad connection.
Does it really? Hold on a minute. Let me make sure I'm on my good little, hold on a second. Microphone, LC, USB. That's here. Let me get it closer. You hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so let's see. Let's just see if we had to roll something, right? So what's this? This is my closest one to the money, right? So what
Your
am I going?
screen's not sharing.
Oh, I need to share that. Yeah. Hold on. Share screen. Share to. Now, how's that? We good, Melanie?
Yes, sir.
Good.
I see /MES option chain.
Good. So here we go. We're on this position, right? And we're going to roll that out. Let's see if we can create a rolling order. And we want to collect a credit. Now, who knows what's going on here, right? With the pricing after the market. I mean, saying, you know, you're doing it for zero. Of course, we couldn't do it for zero. But what if we rolled it to, let's see, 33.70 put, 1.5. Why not? Well, that's selling it in the same expiration. Let's pretend we're doing it here. Let's do create a closing order. I'm not sure what kind of prices we'll get here after the close. So if we closed it now, it'd say 74.50, right? 373.97. Melanie, help me remember that. 373.97. That's the 33.70. Okay. So if we go out 51 to the 63, what was that? The 33.70? 33.70. I can sell that and bring in. Chime on, baby. Give me a price. Look it up. Give me a price. Hold on. It normally takes it a second. It's thinking. It's thinking. It's thinking. Come on. Well, you see, if we were closing it for what, 40 something, we're able to get this one for 66.50, right? Here we go. So that was what, 370, whatever it was. What was that number, Melanie? I told you a while ago. 373. We're taking in a credit of 331 there. So you may have to move that, right, closer to the money but we roll for a credit. And it's really not fair to do it after hours because I don't know if the pricing is funky or what. But that's what we're doing. Puts are really easy to roll out in time. And we can roll to the 63. Or we can roll to 79. Or we can roll to 142. I don't care. This is a long-term game for me. We are not YOLOing and putting it all in and on black and saying it's over, right? All right, how do you feel about hedging a short call? Okay, so a short call, you're short a call on a stock. Number one, I would never be just a short call on a stock, right? Especially, you know, BlackBerry or fuel cell. Remember what we did on fuel cell the other day, and it worked out. I think we made an $18 profit. Is we sold the put, which I was comfortable with, And then we capped our upside by selling a call spread. But you say, how do you feel about hedging a short call by buying the shares, right? So think about it. A short call has negative deltas. The buying of the shares would have positive deltas, so it kind of neutralizes it. I think that's fine. I mean, then what you have is you'd have a covered call, wouldn't you? I mean, that'd be effectively what you'd have. Yeah, no problem there at all. So I just want you guys to get comfortable with this. I don't want you to feel, defeated on a day when the market is just wild and crazy. And unfortunately, and I feel really bad for the ones that, when the stock went up, whatever it is, GameStop, and they said, man, I'm going to sell calls, they're rich. And those things. What did GameStop do anyway? Where did it end up? GSE, GameStop. I don't even think you can trade it on thinkorswim. Didn't they halt it or something to where you can't even trade it? Someone got real ticked.
GME.
GME, yeah, GME. GME. Holy Shimon, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. And the weird thing about it? What do y'all see here? Let's draw something. Look at GME. It's just fun to talk about it. Oh, no. Hold on. All right, what's this? Let me draw my little thing here. I forget how to draw. I'm drawing. I am Mr. Chartist. Look at me. What do y'all see happening? I see a triangle, baby. And you know what's about to happen? You might as well take this length to this length, and you are about to see a movement. No, don't do that, buddy. Hold on. You are about to see, activate it. I forget where I'm at. You are about to see a movement on this stock equal to that. Let me duplicate it. And I'll put it up here. Mark my words. Let's leave this drawing on here. Here's what you are about to see. I'm no charting expert, but I see this, and I see a little bit of consolidation winding up tighter than a spring, and it's about to go schwunk up to 450, or it's going to go schwunk down to what? 175, 180. Isn't that crazy? Wedge breakout one way or another. Yep. And if I had to guess, those crazy Wall Street bettors, they're probably going to 450. They are probably going to 450. Let's look at it while we've got it here. Let's look at it on this. It's just interesting conversation, isn't it? It really is. GME, GameStop. Let's see what our linear regression looks like on that. It's going to be crazy. Wow. Look at that. Unbelievable. Move it over. I mean, who would have guessed this back here, right? Who would have guessed? And this wonk. Boom. Crazy. All right. Anyone else got a question? I just want to come on and alleviate fears and let you know that this ain't my first rodeo going through these types of days, right? They happen. And you've got to, even though we manage at the portfolio level and we don't manage individual trades, every trade makes up a portfolio. It is really important for you to go back to the Analyze tab and go, hey, is that position safe? Is it not? Right? So make sure you're able to do that. Analyze those trades, analyze your portfolio, and just see how it looks. Let's see, one express. It's just, there's your extrinsic right there, y'all. I've still got $943 of extrinsic value that I have to collect in that puppy, and I'm going to get it. I will get mine. And we're just going to move our little flag. Flag moves, we don't care. We just move this down, we move this up, move it, the whole thing out in time. It's beautiful. Gosh, it's beautiful. You have no idea, y'all, that we play a video game. I used to be all about Tecmo Bowl in college. Oh my gosh, man. I remember I would be the Buffalo Bills and my friend would be Bo Jackson and the Raiders, and we would play that game all freaking night. And I'd have to go to finals, and I fell asleep taking my insurance finals in college when I was taking my finance classes because of Tecmo Bowl. Y'all, this is better than Tecmo Bowl. This is better than having Bo Jackson running all over the field, right? This is money. It's strategy. It's chess. It's Parcheesi. It's Chinese checkers. It's all those fun games into one little bitty game, y'all. And it's just a matter of keeping the little flag in the middle. That's all it is. And adjusting those trades. All right, any other questions at all? I think this has been a really helpful session. And like I say, I really want y'all to be successful. And I don't want you to panic and close trades and worry, you know. And I know you've got on some naked positions, you know. Let's work through them. So if there's anything you need me to evaluate, something you don't want to say in front of everyone else and you just want me to look at it, then send me a message and we'll do that. Any other questions? Y'all worry me when you're quiet. It's like my kids. I yell at them and then they'll be quiet to me for a little bit. Any questions at all? Okay, good. Glad to have a couple of hedges in place. Yep, I mean, it feels good, doesn't it, Melanie, to have those hedges in place? And I'm glad it makes you feel better. James, good deal. Okay, thanks. The words help me a lot to know if I'm telling you guys something that's helpful to you. I just don't want you to get in these positions. This is where Johnny Retail panics and closes their positions and goes, I'm quitting trading. I'm out. I lost $1,000 today. When really you ain't lost nothing. You ain't lost nothing. And if you didn't have your spreadsheet, you'd probably think of that, wouldn't you? You go, God, man, I'm doing terrible. And then you go over here and you go, well, not really. You know, hey, I've got $666 in closed profits this year. Is that bad? Well, heck, no, that ain't bad. That's good. I ain't closing no lose. Now, when I'm rolling things, I do count that as a loss. And it will hurt my numbers here, right? But again, the positions are perfectly safe. I'm bringing in extrinsic value, and we're all going to be just fine. Oh, don't forget to do this, and I don't do it a lot. Go to your report card on your spreadsheet, right? See, I didn't do it yesterday. And I give myself a grade today. You know, I should say, I'll probably give myself a B minus. And here's what I'll say. Man, that's like I talk to myself. Man, I woke up and flipped out a bit and traded while I was in the bed, closed out a few trades without looking at my spreadsheet, but I think overall I did a good job of managing winning trades and closing them for profit. Right? And it gives you a B, and then it says for the year, on the days that I've graded myself, I'm at a 90. So I'm at an A, right? Be serious with yourself, right? Smitty said he had a lot of writing he had to do for himself today. That's fine. You know, write your little note, keep it there. This is so great to go back on. I pull up my spreadsheets from years gone past, you know, and I can see, I remember the time I said, I will never trade crude oil again in my life. I hate crude oil. Crude oil sucks, right? And what do? I still trade crude oil. All right, any other questions? If not, what y'all having for supper tonight? We are having, if y'all have an Ingles grocery store in your area, I think they're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and Georgia. Y'all, Ingles has the best chicken salad on the planet. And so we're going to have chicken salad sandwiches tonight. Oh, it's good. With good old mayonnaise on it. Man, is that good. I love a good chicken salad. All right, so if you have any questions, y'all shoot them my way. Other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow around lunchtime. Bye, y'all.